Year 2, Team 2, Media Day here. We're going to get training camp started, I know, tomorrow, but what's it like going through this process completely over again with a completely different franchise?
It's exciting. It's definitely refreshing, and I'm just excited to be here and can't wait till our first practice tomorrow.
How jarring was it to be traded after just one season from a team that obviously held you in high esteem, drafted you high, you started an awful lot of games last year? How jarring or surprising was it to you?
It was very surprising. I was actually in shock. I was actually in Orlando. I was about to go to bed because the next morning we played our first summer league game. So I had no idea it was going to happen. And when I got the call, I found out like around midnight.
Was it upsetting?
At first, I didn't know what to think, but then after I thought everything through, I'm just really happy to be here, and I think this is a great opportunity for me to show my talent.
One thing I would think a young player like yourself who's drafted fairly high, you want the opportunity to showcase yourself right away, and you got that in Oklahoma City. And it seems like there's certainly depth in the front court on this team, but you're going to at least have the opportunity to play into position this year.
Tomorrow we're going to find out in practice about everything, how coach wants to use us and everything, and I'm really excited for that.
For those that haven't seen you play, since you are in the Western Conference and we only saw Oklahoma City twice, what would you say to fans if they said to you, hey, what is your game? What are you good at?
I would say I'm versatile big. I can do a bit of both, play inside, shoot the ball from outside. This year I've been talking to coach. He wants to play me at the 5-2, so that's exciting. I've been used to that in college, so I think you'll see a different kind of me.
You've been around here, you've been working out, taking part in the 3-on-3s, the 4-on-4s, the 5-on-5s, when you guys have had that many people here. When Miles Turner was asked, I think, at the golf outing, which players stood out the most to him so far, he named you. What have your battles with Miles been like when you've been going against each other? And conversely, when you're on the floor together, what could that combination do?
Since day one, when I arrived and Miles been here, I've been trying to pair myself against him always. Same thing with him. If there's 2-on-2 drills, and we're not against each other, we try to be on the same team, so we can see and feel how our chemistry on the court is. And when we play pickup, I love going against him. He loves going against me. It's just fun.
This new style of basketball, it has every position oftentimes able to shoot the three-pointer. You're on the floor, Miles on the floor. That's certainly true. I know the three-pointer was part of your game in Oklahoma City. Do you hope to have that as an expanded role this year, or from a volume perspective, is that about where you want to be?
Yeah, of course. I want to shoot the three ball. I want to show everyone that I can shoot it. I shot it last year, but I'm really excited this year to be part of being in that role where I can be a five-man and bang in with the big guys down low and get boards and just be aggressive, be tough.
Now, you're not old enough, but I am.
Oh, I'm old enough.
I'm old enough that I saw Arvydas Sabonis play for the Portland Trail Blazers. It was at the end of his career. He'd been over in Europe for a long time. And we were at our golf outing last week, and I asked George McGinnis, who just went into the Hall of Fame, hey, did you ever play against Arvydas? Oh, yeah, he said, This guy was a monster, one of the best players in the world when he was younger. And I'm wondering, not necessarily what kind of an impact he had on you and your game, but did he ease you into basketball? He wasn't a little league dad, was he? And said, you will play basketball. He wasn't one of those guys.
No, he wasn't. They actually never told. I have two older brothers and a younger sister. He never, or my mom, told us to play basketball. We just grew up watching him, and ever since I grew up, I wanted to play basketball. He was never hard on me. He would let me do my own thing, and then when he would come see games or practices, he would just tell me a couple things he would think will be important, but he was never like always telling me do this, do that. He would just let me do my thing.
But it must be helpful to have a parent who played at such a high level, who has experienced things that you hope to experience. Mm-hmm. He must be a very useful source on that level.
Yeah. Last year I was a rookie, so any questions I had about the NBA, I just went to him. He explained everything. Obviously, times are different now, but like off-court stuff, everything's the same. On-court, he tries to tell me all the input he's experienced and just to help me out.
What do you think when you watch tapes of your dad play? I mean, he was a little bit of a revolutionary player. You talk about versatility, that was part of his game.
Yeah, I loved it. I still watch his highlights now. It's awesome. like to see it. I always wish to see how he would do if he was here younger, because it just would have been amazing.
You guys are built a little bit differently, but do you see similarities in how you? The game's very different too, but do you see similarities at all in how you play?
I try to do stuff like he does sometimes. He wants me to learn his old-fashioned hook shot. But that's very hard, and nowadays no one really uses it anymore. But it's a lethal weapon, but it's hard to get. It's tough. We're different players. He's 7'3", can do everything. So it's just...
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
We're excited to see how you fit into this mix. I think, like you said, it's a great opportunity for you, really. I don't mean this in a negative way, but when you're playing with a player as good as Russell Westbrook, who's so ball dominant, that's fantastic. But at the same time, I wonder if sometimes that slows your own development a little bit, does it?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this opportunity, and can't wait to get started tomorrow, and can't wait for season.
Domantas Sabonis, we hear everybody call you Domas. Is that the nickname of choice?
Domas, Damos, Do. I've been so many different nicknames. Just not my whole first name.
All right, well, Domantas Sabonis is the whole first name. We appreciate you joining us. Good luck this
Thank
season.
you very much. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.